Okay, we're back for another 1001 beers, you must try before you die. And we've just half the hill of the Jiva Pilsner. We're now here for a different German Pilsner. This one was first brewed in 1908, 5.1%, is slightly stronger than the Jiva, and it is Weihenstephaner Pils. Now, eagle-eyed viewers of this video series will know that I've done the Weiss beer version of this, but I've got the Pils one. This one is from Beers of Europe. And I'm going to go pour this. Nathan, would you like to read the tasting notes, please?
Yeah, so they're quite short and sweet, these ones. So it says clear golden colour in the glass, as they always do about Pilsners. The taste is a slight combination of the fruitiness one might find in a Hefeweizen with the bitterness one expects from a Pilsner. So probably not as bitter as the Pilsner that we've reviewed before this.
So it's probably quite unlikely.
Fingers crossed, eh? It's not an experience I want to repeat in a hurry. But also, this is apparently from the oldest brewery in the world. So, the brewery was part of the monastery, which was founded in 725. They established a brewery in 1040. And it says that their basic method of production has been virtually unchanged since then. So, nearly 1,000 years.
And then you've got this, in terms of the design, it looks slightly nicer than the Jiva. It's they've got some sort of crest here. So obviously the brewery, I would imagine.
Yes, according to this, the emblem of the state of Bavaria became their official logo in 1923.
Okay. There we go. And not much else to say about the design, what do you reckon?
Again, it's pretty basic, isn't it? But it's not quite as utilitarian as the Jiva.
Interesting to difference is the Jiva was in a green bottle, which I'm always a bit wary of, whereas it's in a brown bottle, which I'm a bit more confident of beer in a brown bottle. Just for preserve.
Is it a psychological thing?
No. So in my little scale is clear worst, green okay, brown best, because beer can be damaged by sunlight. So the darker the bottle is, as in brown, which is the darkest bottle, usually means the beer is better preserved. I don't really know where the green thing came into play, but clear bottles are basically, if you get a beer in a clear bottle, you can generally assume that it's going to have a lot of preservatives in it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so looks roughly like the last one.
Yeah.
Looks like a Pilsner. Should we go for the smell? Okay, this does not smell the same as the other one, that's for sure.
No, it's
much fruitier. It's got that. It does smell. Doesn't smell of that kind of. Hasn't got that grassy punch to it. It smells.
Slightly honeyed, I would say.
Yeah, honey.
But much
honey with. Yeah, I still think there's slight fruitiness to it.
Well, that would make sense with the tasting notes.
Yes. Right, should we go further taste then?
I think we owe it to
Frost.
ourselves. Oh, that's so much nicer.
Ah, that's more like it, isn't it?
It really is.
Okay, so it's not bitter in the slightest. It has got a slight honey taste to it.
It has.
It's very smooth, quite soft mouthfeel.
Did you really just use the word mouthfeel?
Yes.
Is that ever a good thing?
Yes, it's a mouthfeel. It's how it feels in your mouth.
It's a fizzy liquid, don't they all feel the same in your mouth?
No, not in the slightest.
So you like a soft mouthfeel?
Basically, if you have a dark beer versus this, it's going to feel very differently to how it swirls around in your mouth. Because actually, I learned a very interesting thing about dark beer the other day. And when a dark beer often feels thicker when you're drinking it, because the sugars, because they're often a bit more sugary, they're coating your mouth and they make it feel like it's a thicker liquid. Even
like dessert wine.
Even though it's not a thicker liquid, it fools your mouth to thinking it's a thicker liquid. So you do get a different mouthfeel.
Does your mouth often feel fooled into thinking it's containing a thicker liquid?
Not tonight.
Thank goodness for that.
And Valentine's Day is well past.
Ain't that the truth? I think that's very good.
You think it's good?
Yeah, I found that.
I think it's really tasty.
Yeah.
Now, is it just tasty because the last one was a bit rubbish?
There's always a risk, isn't it? Because the last one was so kind of brutal and mineral and really sour. But I think by any standards, this is pretty good.
But it's not bland.
No.
It's got a level of sweetness to it, and It's not bitter. It's not actually that crisp.
No, I agree with that. It's not a sharp taste in any way, is it?
No, it's very, very soft.
I think
Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look at what's soft. So it's got quite a hot combination.
it's got 3 very strange names.
Lightly kilned Pilsner malt and Hallertauer Pearl, Hallertauer Taurus and Hallertauer Tradition hops.
So is Hallertauer a hop that gives you bad breath?
Very good, but it's not. Hopefully not. So yeah, it's absolutely fun. So yes, it says the brewery was noted more for its wheat beers. That's one I've done before.
Yeah.
But it's a really, really nice, really, really nice beer. I mean, it's not the best lager I've had, but it's certainly it's quite reasonable. If I was in a bar that didn't have any decent beer, and it was this or I don't know, Estrella or I don't know, Meantime lager or something. I go for a pint of this.
You get to fish this out of the fridge.
Well, no, I mean if it's on draft.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
This would be lovely on draft.
I love the fact that this is kind of their secondary beer, but it's still a sideline they've been doing for 110 years.
Yes.
It's like...
Yes, they've done pretty well. 100 years.
110.
No, 110 years, sorry.
It's not 2008.
Sorry, 110 years, yes. Yeah, they've really been... Interesting, the beer that's next to it in the book, which I haven't done yet, is another beer from the book. They've only been brewing that since 2007, which is the Vitus. I don't know even know what that is.
It's the Chanel Bleu of their brewery.
It's a Weizenbock, okay.
It's easy for you to say.
Well, that one says it should be approached with caution. This one, not so much. I think this one is a good bog standard German Pilsner.
I think this can be approached with reckless abandon.
Yeah, I think you could easily
you can knock a few of these. Yes.
Quaff a few pints of this back, couldn't you?
Yeah, I think so. I like that. It's one of my favourite Pilsners that we've done so far, I think.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. As so far as German Pilsners go. I mean, it's better. I guess my benchmark, because I'm not a massive fan of lagers, my benchmark is going to be Budweiser, the beers from the book, which was lagers, isn't like Budweiser and Red Stripe, and beers you find out in the wild, out and about, like Estrella, Foster's, Carlsberg, Carling. This is better than all of them.
Out in the wild. I've got this image of you now with like a big butterfly net or something.
Yeah, that's where I go. Catch beers. I mean, in the wilds of Reading, of course.
Well, some of Reading is quite wild.
But it's not as good as Republica.
That's your kind of reference lager, isn't it?
It is my reference lager. It's probably my favourite lager outside of US craft lagers.
Yeah.
Which some of them make. You ever had Boston lager before? Sam Adams.
No.
Boston lager. You never had that?
No.
Oh, it's amazing. You should come try that sometime. Brooklyn lager.
I've had Brooklyn.
You like that?
Yeah, it's all right. I had Brooklyn at Smash, the pizza and ping pong restaurant.
Ah, yes.
That was not an experience I'd care to repeat.
No. The lost tales of Smash.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ever go back, do you think?
Not at gunpoint.
Okay.
But no, this is good. I think, probably kind of need to wrap this one up, don't we? But one of the better ones we've had, I think.
Yeah.
And you're right, it's not crisp, but it's really very easy to drink. It's not too simple. It's certainly not challenging or complex. It's a nice happy medium.
You've seen this actually. This is the evocative mural that adorns the wall of the brewery. Look at that guy's face. It's pretty mashed up, doesn't it?
Probably make more sense if you point it at the camera.
Yeah, I will. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful.
That's not a brewery you'd want to spend any time in.
Not that particular brewery, no. Maybe the brewery itself, but... Well, I think we'll leave it there.
I think it's about time, yes.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you for our last beer review of the evening very, very soon.
Thank you very much.